You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports Porters. Well, my goodness, I have no idea if this video is going to get any views. I do occasionally do wrestling videos. You guys know I'm a big wrestling fan. There was a time when I was a big AEW fan. I was a fan, okay? I liked what they had going on. Really liked Jon Moxley's character. I think they have made some massive mistakes with him and this Death Riders angle. Can't stand it. And the last 6 months or so, I have almost tuned completely out. I will DVR it, Dynamite, Collision, and then I'm skipping all over the place. And I might, if we're talking a 2-hour show, I might watch 20 minutes of it, and that's it. They've had real problems with lack of storylines and these random matches that make no sense, no rhyme or reason to them. And the product's just gotten real bad. And it's gotten to be a tough watch after CM Punk jetted out. And then Ricky Starks, who I was a massive fan of, shows up on NXT. The world explodes. And I've just been driven crazy by some of these things that Tony Khan has been doing. All right? I wonder, does he know what he's doing? And look, I wasn't always the biggest Eric Bischoff guy in the world, but, a lot of what Eric Bischoff says is just flat true. All right? Their ratings are going down, and I think it's even worse that you got some fans, a segment of wrestling fan base that's willing to just eat up any shit that's shoveled in front of them. It's baffling to me. I'm like, this is objectively not good. So, they had this Australian Grand Slam. And I just happened to notice earlier this week, wait a minute, wasn't this a pay-per-view? Or PLE as they call it now. I'm old school. I've been watching wrestling since about 1983. But I was like, this was a PLE. I know it was. And like Mercedes Moné, you want to talk about an arrival that was dead. Dead on arrival. She's a horrible character. Take the mic away from her. Okada, not great. Shows up like we should really care. Don't care. In fact, don't care about the Continental Championship or that tournament. It's cringe. I don't want to see it. Death Riders, get rid of it. Let them go back to their old sticks. I mean, seriously. And Cope? Well, that's fitting. All right. But, anyway, and I was really fired up to see Adam Copeland show up. I was. It hadn't went well. So, guys, I don't know if you noticed something here, but I was like, AEW Grand Slam Australia, coast to coach, immediately following NBA All-Star Saturday night on TNT. I was like, wait a minute now. Wasn't this a PLE? Wasn't this billed as a PLE? What happened? And then I thought, oh, isn't this the big stadium show, right? Except it's not. Okay? When it started out selling it was supposed to be a big stadium show. And now it's in some arena. And you've got a lot of wrestling fans now today, yesterday and today, that have noticed this. And they are calling bullshit on AEW. People are labeling this the Grand Scam because this is not a stadium. It's been moved to an arena. Now, there's been some bragging about gates out there, how much people paid to get in, this and that and the other. But didn't they think they were getting into a PLE, like this massive, huge event that was going to be in a stadium? Or you oversold it and got yourself in a real bind? And that's what I think happened here. And a lot of people are like, you scammed people out of what you promised them. People paid stadium prices, then couldn't get refunds when they moved to this hall. Yikes. Yikes. Not only that, it was advertised as a pay-per-view, then changed to a television special. This is not a good look. I mean, we're talking about what? The Dynamite's pulling between 500 and 600,000 viewers a week now. Didn't it just get whipped by NXT? And I was, like I said, I was a big AEW fan till about maybe 6 months ago, and it started progressively every week. I was like, okay, well, I went from making a point to watching Collision to not, and just kind of flowing around on DVR on certain matches on Collision. And then I got over to Dynamite, and all of a sudden my appointment viewing on Dynamite was like, I'm going to sort of flip around and use the remote to get around the card. And if Swerve Strickland shows up, I tend to watch him. Adam Page, I love. Look, I was like, oh, Bobby Lashley's coming. Okay, I mean, look, I was like, Shelton, really? Shelton Benjamin's here. The Hurt Syndicate's together. That hasn't that hasn't moved me really, and a lot of this has got to do with booking. But this is a bad look. Grand Scam. Rug pull. I mean, seriously, after the PLE, they got to break down the ring in 10 minutes for bingo. Yikes. Yikes. So, false advertising? Is that what we're talking about now? UFC must hold their events in bingo halls as well. I don't know about that. That's an epic stadium. Your sarcasm is real. I mean, honestly, that's why the gate is so high. We see through the bullshit. Yeah, okay. I mean, like a damn bout with food poisoning, it keeps making you regret your choices. And then, of course, they have defenders. Look, hater, blah, blah, blah. It's amazing they brag about the gate when people got baited and switched on ticket prices. If that's really what has happened here, oh shit. I mean, seriously, that's not good. Did they kick out the old folks who play bingo? This guy says, imagine paying $400 for a ticket and realizing those same seats probably would have went for $40 a couple of days ago. That's a terrible look. At the press scrum, someone needs to call him out and ask him why he refused to issue a refund if that's true. But they won't. I don't think the media will come after Tony. I don't see that. Silver lining, AEW will finally make a profit. That's pretty disgusting. Doesn't put the company in a good light. No, it doesn't. That's a scam. Yeah, I would be upset. Why don't they complain to their consumer protection government institution for refunds? A lot of people are saying that just that ring looks terrible, like an old indie company. I'm not going to lie to you. When you look around that, does that look like what was supposed to be a PLE to you? What's going on with this company? A company I enjoyed. Look, the one thing I can come out and say, AEW's got great wrestlers. They do. But in case you're not paying attention, you have to have storylines. That's the reason why WWE is so damn interesting. The first 20 minutes it's on, somebody comes out and they set the stage, and it's wrapped into a feud that's still going on for 9 months earlier. They'll wrap things all back around and put a bow on it 14 months later. The buildup. Remember, I mean, I was all set for this massive, long Adam Cole MJF feud when Adam Cole came back and blah, 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 and it was like, nothing really. Let's move on with life. They got MJF working programs with Jeff Jarrett and Dustin Rhodes. No offense to those dudes, especially Dustin. I really like him. But what is happening right now? And MJF is the dude over there. I didn't see him on the card. Did you guys? Tell me what you think. I don't know that this will get any views, but this looks bad. Did Tony Khan just scam a bunch of wrestling fans? Grand Scam is what people are calling this. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.